Hello everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a quick 15-minute gentle practice to wake up your body. You may want to do it in the morning upon rising, or you can really do it anytime that you just want to move your body and open things up. You might want a strap for the practice, and if you don't have a strap, you could grab a belt or bathrobe tie or anything like that. Let's begin our practice. Find your way onto your back on the mat, and we will begin there. Just take a moment to relax. You can have a little mini shavasana here. Send the feet wide to the outer corners of your mat, arms out to the sides, little space in your armpits. And just take a moment to pause, to feel the weight of your body rooting down into your mat. All the points of your back body that come into contact with the mat, with the floor, with the earth. Just imagine those points rooting down. At the same time, imagine the earth is there to support you. It's rising up to greet you, to hold you, so that you can just let gravity have you. And just relax, let go of any holding, gripping, bracing, any muscular tension, and just let everything go. And then take a few deep breaths here. And then slowly bring your legs together. Bring the feet together or the legs about hip width, feet hip width apart. Reach your arms up overhead. Reach up through your fingers and down through your toes. Reach up through your right fingers and down through your right toes. And then reach up through your left fingers and down through your left toes. Then reach it all up and out again, up through the fingers, down through the toes. Stretching the whole body long, and let everything relax again. Now, if it's possible, yawn. Allow yourself to yawn. And if you can't quite yawn, just fake it. Fake it till you make it. Pretend you're yawning and just see how your body instinctively, intuitively wants to move. Just let that happen. Any movement that your body calls for, feel into it. And then once again, let everything relax. Arms up overhead. Now we'll pick up the head, shoulders, torso in the arms and bring it all over to the right. And then walk your feet over to the right. So you're bringing your body into this crescent moon position. Finding some length through that left side of the body. And reaching up through the left fingers, finding some space through that left armpit. If you like, you could cross one ankle over the other, and you can try both. See which one feels better for you. And then bring yourself back to center. Head, shoulders, torso, arms, feet come back to center. And let's move it all to the other side now. Lifting head, shoulders, torso, arms, up and over to the left. And then you walk your feet over to the left. So now you're finding that opening through the right side of the body. And again, if you like, cross one ankle over the other. And then bring it back to center. One more more time, reach up through the fingers, down through the toes, and then bring the arms down alongside your body. Bend your right knee, draw that knee into your chest. Take your hands around that knee or shin. Take a breath or two here. And then extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. Take your fingers and interlace them behind that right thigh. You could have a big or little bend in this right knee. See what feels okay for you. If your hamstrings are really tight, maybe you have a big bend in that right knee. Press your thigh into your hands, and then point your toes and flex your ankle. Roll through a few times, pointing and flexing. And then bend that right knee, draw it in towards your chest, hug it in, and then release that right leg down the mat, other side, bend that left knee, hug it in towards the chest, hands around that knee or shin, and then send that left leg up towards the ceiling. Again, big or little bend in that left knee, totally fine. Interlace your fingers behind that left thigh. Press the thigh into the hands. And then point the left toes. Flex that left ankle. A few more times. Point and flex. Point and flex. And then bend that left knee. Draw it in towards your chest. Now draw the right knee in towards the chest. Also hug both knees in. Take your hands to the back of your thighs. Pull the thighs in, knees in towards the chest. Send your feet up towards the ceiling. Flex the ankles. Imagine that you're planting your feet right up on the ceiling. And then you stay right here, or we'll take it into a full happy baby. If it's available to you, reach your hands up for your feet, outer edges of the feet, inner edges of the feet. You could grab a hold of the shins or the calves. Ever you can grab. Gently pull down on whatever you've got. Drop your sacrum down towards the mat. You can stay right here like this, or if you like, rock yourself gently from side to side. And then bring yourself back to center. Release your feet, draw the knees into the chest, and then extend the legs down the mat. And now roll yourself over onto your left side. Start by extending this left arm down the mat. You can rest your head on that left bicep. Stack your feet, look down the mat. You want to see a straight line from the hips down to the knees, down to the ankles. You can stack the feet on top of each other to help with your balance. And either can keep the right fingers in front of you on the mat, or reach that right arm up overhead. And as you reach up through the right arm, reach down through that right foot. And then release that. Bring that right hand back in front of you. You can stay with the head resting on that left bicep, or bend that left elbow and tuck that left hand behind the back of your head. Now this is where you may want a strap, so grab one if you like. We'll bend that right knee, draw it up towards that right shoulder, and then either take your strap and loop it around that right foot, or you could take your peace fingers around your big toe, or you could just grab a hold of this right foot, inside edge or outside edge, and then extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing down into the outer edge of that left foot to help you with your balance here. And then we'll bend that right knee, extend that right leg back down the mat, stack it on top of the left, and then flip yourself over to the right side. Down onto that right side, reach that right arm down the mat, rest your head on top of that right bicep. Stack your feet, and then either left fingers stay in front of you on the mat, or you reach that left arm up over the ear, reach up through the left fingers and down through that left foot. And then right hand comes back in front of you. You keep your head, left hand comes back in front of you, and then you keep your head laying on that right bicep, or you bend that right elbow, tuck that right hand back behind your head. Then we'll bend that left knee, draw it up towards that left shoulder, and then either use your strap again or grab a hold of this left foot, peace fingers around the big toe. You just grab a hold of the inner edge or outer edge of that left foot, and then extend that left foot up. You keep rooting down into the pinky toe side of that right foot. And then bend that left knee, re-extend that leg. Now roll yourself over onto your belly. Reach the arms forward. We'll begin to turn on the back body now. Take it into a half shalabhasana or locust pose. Lift up your right arm and your left leg. Reach out through the fingers, out through the back toes, and then release that down. Other side. Now we'll lift up that left arm and the right leg. Reach out through the fingers, out through the back toes, and then release that down. One more time to each side, lifting that right arm, left leg. Keep that neck long, and then release. Other side again. Reach it up, left arm, right leg, and then release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself up and back into a child's pose. Take your knees wide for this one. Big toes coming towards each other behind you. Send your bum back to your heels. And then allow yourself to fold in. You can release your forehead down to the mat if that feels okay. You could tuck a block underneath your forehead, or you could stack the forearms on top of each other, make a little pillow here. And take a breath or two here, sending all of your breath into the back of your lungs and filling up the back body with your breath. And then take the hands down to the mat. Shift yourself forward into a table position. Rock your hips from side to side. Bring it back to center. Press down into your fingers. Hug in through your arms. Lift up through your belly. Extend your right leg back behind you. Stay here or reach forward with your left arm. Release it down to the mat. Other side, extend that left leg back. Stay here or reach it forward with that right arm. And then release the hand and the knee back down to the mat. Root into the fingers, tuck the toes under, press into your hands and lift your hips up and back. Downward dog. Press down through the hands, lift up through your armpits. Release the heels down towards the mat, and again, you could have a big or little bend in the knees here. Find whatever movement you like, rocking yourself side to side or back and forth, or pedaling out your legs here. Bending one knee, pressing opposite heel down towards the mat, and then switching it side to side. And then release knees down to the mat. Come back to sit on your heels. Drop over to one hip. Swing your legs around. Bring yourself into any comfortable seated position here, and you can sit up on something if you like to find a nice upright alignment through your spine. And take the arms wide, and then give yourself a little hug. Wrap one arm on top, hands to the back of the shoulders. Give yourself a little squeeze. Send yourself some love. Turn up the corners of your lips into a smile. And then show those teeth. Nice big smile. Open the arms wide again. Other direction. We'll wrap the other arm on top. Again, give yourself a little hug, maybe a little shimmy, a little shake side to side. Again, find that smile. Nice big smile. Awesome. Palms together at your heart. Good job, yogi. Thank yourself for showing up for your practice, for taking care of you and spending this quality time with yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for sharing your practice with me with love and gratitude. Namaste.